Citizens of Sandrock, welcome to today's hearing. I know that since Logan's return to Sandrock, things have been unclear as to what their future is here. We're here to work out together how to deal with their unique cases. We think the issue shouldn't be dragged out longer than it needs to be. So from here, I'll hand this over to Sheriff Justice to proceed.
Thank you, Mayor. All right, let's get things cleared up first. Logan, were you or were you not abandoned?
I was.
Second, during your stint away from Sandrock, we received a number of reports of folks in surrounding areas being robbed by some goat-riding ne'er-do-wellers.
Huh? No way.
People? How else are we gonna eat?
That's true.
I'm not proud of it. We had no choice, but that's no excuse.
There's also the case of stealing money from a banker, the kidnapping, and the train robbery. Then we're on to 2 more cases, which, I reckon we can give more a pass on. You know, Matilda ending up being evil, and Penn blew up the water tower. So I guess if we're looking at punishment, Sandrock Code will recommend anywhere from 5 days to 1 season in jail, alongside 50,000 to 500,000 gold fine.
500,000? That's enough startup capital for a city project.
Yeah, those are the limits. That's what we're doing here today. Remember, Logan and Haru used to be one of us. They're eager to get back to their lives like the rest of us. We don't want to rush this. Can't take it lightly. We've been through a lot and this affects everyone. So we wanted to make this decision together. Now, if you got something to say it now.
I'm just gonna come out and say it. Logan's a hero. He helped drive out Duvos and save Sandrock. Anything less than complete forgiveness would be an injustice.
Everyone, calm down. I appreciate the sentiment, but you can't do this. The law's the law, and I ain't gonna forget my crimes just because I did a few things right.
Fine. Then I vote for the lighter fine. There's no way you should be shadowed with such ridiculous fines.
He's right. If we ignore how much you've done for us, then what would that say about us?
Everyone.
All right. Well, it looks like everyone's got an opinion. But remember, we gotta take this serious. Let's have a show of hands. Anyone who thinks Logan should get a lighter sentence, raise your hand. Let me see. Jasmine. Andy, sorry. The kids aren't counted. Besides, you know I can see you holding up both hands, right, Andy?
This is an injustice. Kids are people too. It's okay, Jazz. Everyone's voted for him anyway.
Looks like most people are on the same page. Any opposition? Well, look like that's the end of today's hearing then.
Wait a minute. Throw the book at me.
Logan? You want us to punish you?
That's right.
What are you saying?
Burgess, Cooper, you ain't raised your hands. Speak your piece.
Well, we have to think about,
Burgess, is it because Logan punched you and blew up the temple?
Oh, no. The light says to turn the other cheek, and I'm still waiting for my second punch. I just can't help but think, is this right? Wait, Dan B, did you raise your hand?
Of course, Logan saved us. If it weren't for him, we'd have been taken over by Duvos. We owe him our lives.
I understand that Logan has done great good, and I truly appreciate it, but can we really apply the law however we want? All I'm saying is that institutions and order are created for a reason.
Well said, Burgess. He's right. I want to atone. Oh, and sorry about that punch.
Logan, you're talking nonsense. People write laws. We can apply them however we want.
No! And this may sound like something Miguel might say, but the law is not some fickle thing. We are safe now, but think of those who were affected by Logan. He still did them wrong. I have spoken my piece. I'm sorry if it's offended you, Logan. I think if there's a way for the victims of Logan's actions to forgive him, then I'm all for letting bygones be bygones.
No, I completely agree.
Okay, moving on. Anyone else got anything they want to get off their chest? Come on now, speak up.
Yeah, I got something to say. So listen close. I've known that boy since he was a little one. When he was 3 years old, I knew what that boy was like. I'd say Heidi was about the same age at the time.
Oh no, not the dog story.
Hugo and old Howard would be chatting away while the kids played on the floor. Now, gotta tell you, there was a family back in the day and they had this big old hound. Remember Hugo? Whew, that dog had a heck of a bark, louder than anything. Heidi tried to grab its tail and it jumped her. Tried to bite her hand clean off. But Logan jumped in the way. Stood there barking back at it. Dang, if that dog didn't run off faster than you'd ever seen. I tell you, that boy ain't nothing but good.
So, how would you vote?
Dang it, I say we let the boy go. He's one of us. Cooper ain't never turned on his own.
Yeah! Go Pa! Woo!
Right on, Cooper. Wouldn't it have been easier to just, raise your hand?
Wait, Justice. Is it all right if I say a few words first? I think I speak for everyone here when I say Sandrock has seen its fair share of nefarious behavior. We've had to sit by while our commissioner abused his employees and took advantage of us all. At this moment, we still don't know what the future holds. Some of you may still have some doubts in your heart, but I think you need to ask yourself, what would you do if you were in Logan's shoes? Your pa was taken from you and killed. Wouldn't you do the same as him? Burgess has a point. There's always a way to work within the law, but sometimes that path isn't clear. If you were in his place, would you just sit back and hope for the best? I don't know. But I can't say I wouldn't do the same. Well, that's all from me. I reckon you know about all this better than anyone. Got anything you want to say? The Builder's right. He's been instrumental in protecting Sandrock. And if we can't have the laws reflect us as people, then what can we do? All we want is for Logan to come back and be a part of Sandrock again. Sure, you can refuse our help and ask to be locked up for a long time, but you're putting up barriers that you don't deserve. And it doesn't help anyone. It just pushes you further and further away from us.
How about we think about it?
All right, we'll think about it.
Thank you, everyone. As the mayor, I must be impartial, but I promise I will take everyone's opinion into consideration when deliberating. That about wraps up today's hearing. We still have a few folks who couldn't make it, so Sheriff Justice is going to find out what they think. We'll get the results together and let everyone know as soon as possible.
Logan, what the heck you think you're doing? What kind of moron punishes himself?
By the way, Andy.
You serious?
When Haru and I get out, you're gonna come live with us. Don't get ahead of yourself, boy.
Take her easy.